sad news from the music world as iconic crooner Tony Bennett has passed away at the age of 96, just 2 weeks short of his birthday. He was well known for songs like I Left My Heart in San Francisco, during a decades-long career that brought him admirers from Frank Sinatra to even most recently Lady Gaga. He died Friday. His publicist confirmed Bennett's death to the Associated Press. They say he died in his hometown of New York. Now, there was no specific cause, but we know that Bennett had been diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease in 2016. And Tony Bennett often said his lifelong ambition was to create a hit catalog rather than hit records. He released more than 70 albums, bringing him 19 competitive Grammys, all but 2 after he reached his 60s. And he enjoyed deep and lasting affection from fans, I'm included in that, and fellow artists. But can you imagine? So, you know, you're never too old. It's never too late, right?
Exactly. I love the way the New York Times just put it in their push alert just a second ago. Tony Bennett, whose interpretations of musical standards helped spread the American songbook around the world, dies at 96. That's a really nice encapsulation. American songbook spread around the world. That's who he was. And even staying relevant, you mentioned a second ago, staying relevant in recent years, collaborating with Lady Gaga,
right.
2 very different generations, and they did great work together. And just one of those Mount Rushmore people.
Yeah, it's one of those voices that you hear on the radio and you go, that's Tony Bennett. That's that beautiful, booming voice that's so familiar.
And I can tell you, he is a wonderful, wonderful person. I was a sophomore in high school, and he came to town, and we had reached out to ask if we could interview him for our television program in high school. He gave us 45 minutes. He sat there and was so encouraging and so nice, and I just thought, I've been a fan ever since. And when you're 16 years old, you're like, okay, he's an old guy who sings a lot, but unbelievable.
What was he like? What was he saying?
So kind, so generous, asked us questions, was very encouraging, was, what do you want to do? And here's how you follow your dreams, and told these great stories about his childhood, and just really shared a lot of himself. And I think a lot of people have seen that, even Lady Gaga.
You're going to see a lot of tributes today that say a lot of those same things. Thanks for sharing that. And we leave you now with a little bit of Tony Bennett's take on the romantic standard, Fly Me to the Moon.
Fly me to the moon.